Why, hello there. Welcome back to my daily long play stream. This is where I do a playthrough of my current game for a couple hours a day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from Wednesday through Sunday. I'm back once again playing RoboCop Rogue City on the Xbox Series X. And yeah, I did go through a bit of a interrogation slash psych evaluation section yesterday. Unfortunately, it did not save my progress after that, so I'm gonna have to redo that section. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go into as I load up my save file here. Unfortunately, this game does not have like a manual save mode.
Another
so
fucking glitch. What a shit show.
Sit through this again. Sorry about that, but
switch him back on already.
the game's also not entirely clear as to when it autosaves.
Lewis!
I feel like in a game that has an autosave
Robo.
like this where you can't manually
Calm down.
save,
He'll
it
tear the
should tell
equipment
you
apart.
how long ago your
Wendell
last
Antonowski
autosave
ran away
was.
and Lewis is in the hospital.
That would,
What did you do? Just stand there
solve
and
a lot of
watch it as it
problems.
happened?
I want to see her.
She's in surgery as we speak, so that's not gonna happen. Instead, you're gonna go through with your psych evaluation.
Let me go.
The old man wasn't happy that I let you skip your first session and was adamant that I make sure you attend this one. Especially since the problem of you malfunctioning has obviously persisted. So, Doctor, do your thing.
What? Now? He's in no shape to be examined.
I'm afraid that I must insist.
This is highly unprofessional.
I need to apprehend Wendell.
I don't think you understand your options, Shiny, in that you don't have any. You either comply or you'll be dismantled. I'm only really rooting for one of these options.
Very well.
Doctor?
If this is supposed to resemble a therapy session in any way, I need everyone that isn't my client to leave. That is not negotiable. And is it necessary to have him restrained?
That's for your safety. What if he loses control? Exactly.
If anything goes wrong, just use this reset button. One press, and he goes back to La La Land.
Okay, let's leave the good doctor to work. And Robo, see me after this is over.
Clearly, he's
I'm
not a
sorry
friend
it
because
has
he's
to
not
look like
calling him
this.
Murphy.
Are you at least sitting comfortably enough to have this conversation?
It is irrelevant how comfortable I am.
It all contributes to your overall performance.
This gives me
I
an opportunity to
understand
try different
this
dialogue
is not an ideal
options.
situation, and this is probably the last place you want to be right now.
I'm not the only one unwilling to be here. Your heart rate is above 120 BPM.
You're equipped with a heart rate monitor? I imagine it comes in handy in your line of work.
It does.
I agree this whole thing is happening rather fast, but we are both professionals at helping others. So how about we start again? My name is Dr. Olivia Blanche. Naturally, I've heard people refer to you by different names, but I'm curious to hear which one you prefer.
My name is Alex Murphy.
Then I'll call you Alex Murphy. I've worked with many police officers that have gone through traumatic experiences, but I think we can both agree that you are no ordinary police officer. How do you see your
I
situation?
mean, I probably won't because I generally pick the ones that I want.
I am a cybernetic organism, a fusion of both the remains of the policeman Alex Murphy and this high-tech armor.
So we can't rule out that your actions are influenced by your human part. But that's something that I've already learned from the reports. What I would much rather hear is how do you perceive yourself?
Perceive?
Yes. See, what I found immensely helpful in working with my patients is transparency. In order to help each other, we need to be able to see each other fully.
This is how I see myself.
Thank you for making this step.
Now that you see me the way I am, do you wish to push the reset button? Your heart rate remains high.
No, not at all. It's actually my secret that is making me nervous, not yours. You're not the only one here with prosthetic body parts. This hand. You must have wondered what happened. Some time ago, I was a victim of a crime. A thief broke into my house. He made a lot of noise, and my neighbors called the police. And Ed 209 reacted to the call and mistakenly recognized me as a threat. My hand was red mist moments later. Since that day, I have become, let's say, a little leery of machines.
Do you fear me?
I fear the unpredictability that machines bring with them. So when I heard there was a
Guessing
chance to
she's gonna
contribute to
give
the
you the same
research on
answer.
the stability of O.C.P's mechanical units, I jumped at the opportunity. I hope you don't find it unprofessional. Getting that off my chest made me feel a bit better. How about you check my pulse now?
It has dropped below 120 BPM.
You see, I don't just impose things onto my clients. I practice what I preach because it seems to work. I think that makes for a very promising start. Thank you, Alex Murphy.
This will give me an opportunity to also spend some of these points that I've earned. Throughout playing yesterday, I came to determine that I need to put points into stuff that makes it possible for me to either get past certain puzzles or solve certain side objectives. So I'm probably going to be doing that. The combat doesn't seem especially difficult, and I have more than enough healing items typically. And you get healing stations, so I'm thinking that,
All done. Robo, there's something I need to show you.
so I'm gonna do this now.
I know that O.C.P. can be a real pain in the ass, but this might change your mind a bit. We've been working behind the scenes on giving your sidearm the treatment it deserves. The Auto 9 can now be equipped with a motherboard. Once the motherboard is in, you'll be able to mount a number of processors on it. Each processor can vastly improve your aim, damage, or stability. See for yourself.
Only one motherboard can be active at a time. Avoid red components, reducers, which lower opponent's status. Okay. I figured that was the case, but I wasn't entirely sure.
Be on the lookout. There's O.C.P. tech in everything. You wouldn't believe how many useful processors can be salvaged from old devices. Okay, that's it from me. Becker wants to see you.
I wonder
He's
how
taken over Reed's office.
accurate these motherboards
Say what you
are
want
to
about the man. That takes
computers
guts.
of the era. They don't look very accurate. I don't know. That computer keyboard certainly doesn't look accurate to the 80s either. Alright, let's see here. Can merge multiple chips into one, I guess. Alright, can recover this thing too. I guess I've activated the increased gore thing. So this one is enabled, but not that one. Or that one, for that matter. I think a reload speed would be effective. Maybe the values have to add up to 19%? I'm not sure. I want to try this whole merging thing here. Ooh. That doesn't give me much, does it? Alright, let's see what happens when I merge higher value ones, then. I don't get it. Well, in any case, I guess that's good enough on that thing for now.
Now for something positive. The daughter of Jens Danielson, Prime Minister of Norway, who was brutally murdered during last year's parliamentary session, is expecting a baby. It's a girl.
Okay, I was wondering what the good news was. Someone being brutally murdered. Always good news. Down. Just a reminder that this is definitely the 80s we're dealing with here. So apparently we need to be on the lookout for O.C.P tech. We can only have, I guess we can get different motherboards at some point. Different chips. I'm not sure how that works out. How that's supposed to work out. But let's take a look at our skills situation. So, what is it? Deduction we need? Gain 30% more experience points. That sounds pretty darn useful. Armor would be nice to have. Hmm. 0% lower requirements for all dialogue options. I'm not sure what that means still. Looks like some sort of bullet time thing. Alright, the game seems to want me to put points in engineering, so I'll do that. Not sure how much I need this, but at the same time, I only have like one left I can spend. I guess I'll do the psychology thing. Yeah, here we go. Maybe the deduction thing would be better because then I'd get more XP. But I'd rather do things with a more balanced approach until I can really truly figure out what's the stuff that matters. Alright, well, let's go take care of our next objective then. I do get easily distracted.
Not yet. But she's been through worse. Don't think too much about it.
You know, you're right. We should stay strong and focused, just like her.
They stare at me. See, I figured that she was gonna make it because, like, she gets killed in RoboCop 3. So, I think that pretty much establishes that this game takes place between 2 and 3. Because they didn't introduce Nuke until 2. It's my logic anyway.
Hey, Murphy, do you have a minute? It's about Lewis.
Chess man.
Did you say Lewis?
Yeah. Me and a bunch of guys decided to sign this get well card for her. I figured that you'd want to sign it as well.
A get well card?
Yeah, I know it's just that we want to let her know we're with her.
I am sure she will appreciate that.
Thanks, Murphy. I knew you'd understand. Actually, there are a few signatures that we still need. Could you ask them? I think I need a break. To start, Kowalski is hiding somewhere in the lobby.
Understood.
Chess man. He was a villain in Mega Man 9, right? Or was it 10? What Mega Man game was Chess Man a boss in? Yeah, I know, that's the kind of dumb jokes you're gonna get from me. Hiding in the lobby somewhere, perhaps in plain sight. I don't know. Got something there. Oh, great. He's not doing well.
Oh, I didn't see you there, Murphy.
What are you doing here, officer?
Nothing much. Just trying to collect my thoughts.
Would you sign the get well card for Lewis? I am supposed to get it signed and then pass it on to another officer.
Yeah, sure thing. That's a great idea. There you go. Signed. But could you pass it along to another officer? I think I'd like to stay here for a little bit longer.
Understandable. Take your time.
Thanks, Murphy. Kurtz hasn't signed it yet. He was in the locker room last time I saw him.
He's telling me, he used to tell me where to look. Could this room full of lockers be the locker room?
As he...
My heat signature recognizes that the water is cold. Is everything all right, Officer Kurtz?
Oh, you talking to me? Yeah, I guess I stayed here longer than I anticipated.
I have a card to sign. It is for Lewis.
I'd love to sign it, but I don't want to get it wet. Could you grab my towel for me? Yellow one. It should be by my locker.
Okay.
Okay. Ah. You know, there's only a limited number of lockers in here. And that computer. Is that it? You gotta get real close to that thing to see it as a towel. It doesn't really look like one.
There you go.
Thanks. Just give me a minute. There, signed. I think that it's beautiful what you're doing.
You are shivering.
Yeah, I was lost in my thoughts. Didn't notice that I used up all the hot water.
Thinking about Lewis.
Yeah, but I can't imagine what you're thinking. She's your partner. Speaking of partner, I see that O'Neill hasn't signed the card yet. Be a good guy and get it to her, okay? She's at the range. She'll yell at me if she finds out there was a card for Lewis and she didn't get to sign it.
I will make sure that happens.
Alright, so we gotta find the stairs then. Now, one of these days I'll remember where the stuff is. Possibly by the time I'm done playing it. Probably right before it. Okay, Ah, there they are. I got it. Wonder what's upstairs.
Piece of shit.
She looks angry.
Is everything all right?
I think my service weapon ain't calibrated right.
I could perform a check for you.
Yeah, okay. Give it a go. I guess you don't have any problems with it.
This gun is major spaghetti and weak sauce. Is that the whole focus thing? I think I accidentally switched guns there.
Your service weapon is calibrated correctly.
Or maybe I just ran out of
Yeah.
ammo.
I guess so.
What is the matter?
I can't lie. I wanted to come here and blow off some steam, but my hands are shaking thinking about Lewis.
Officer,
It's just that if it happened to you, it could have happened to any one of us. Lewis is one tough cookie. She'll pull through, I'm sure of it. But I'm not so sure I could say the same thing about my partner. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it about me.
It is understandable.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You can sign this get well card for Lewis.
Sure thing. There you go. Almost everyone's already here. That says a lot about her impact on all of us. There's only one person missing, Sergeant Reed. He's in the garage.
The garage. And why they'd have an AK-47. Do. All right.
Murphy, do you have a minute?
Ah, there it is.
I noticed you running around the precinct.
I am collecting signatures on a get well card for Lewis.
I know. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I ride everyone hard, and they probably see me as a drill sergeant. And maybe they think that I do it because I don't care. But I do care for each and every one of you. And what I'm trying to say is that I'd like to sign that card, if you let me.
We are a family. You should sign it.
Everyone's here already. Lewis, she made an impact. We've got to get
I'm
the
wondering
ones
what
that did
task
that
he's
to
going to
her.
have me do before
That
it's
is my intention.
Right. Keep the card. She should get it from you. Thank you, Murphy.
Yay. They did say this was a garage, so I guess that would include a repair facility for the cars, right? I wonder if there's anything, like, down here. Maybe that would be an incentive to upgrade the scanning thing so I can find more stuff. I don't know. Alright, let's go meet up with Sergeant Reed. Alright, now I know what he looks like. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here, though.
Yeah, there's
Alright. Let's see what this guy wants.
Thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Becker.
You are very determined. I must have seen your application like 20 times.
I assumed they were getting lost in the mail.
That didn't stop you, did it? You're persistent and capable, too. Highest marks on all the written tests. Pretty much an ideal candidate. Aside from the fact that you don't meet any of the physical requirements, that's actually remarkable. Short stuff.
Unfortunately, sir.
Why is being a cop so important to you?
My father was a police officer, and his father was one, too.
A police family, huh? It must be heartbreaking not to be able to continue a family tradition. You know, I have the power to look the other way and make you a cop despite your shortcomings. In exchange, I only ask for one thing. Your complete loyalty. And maybe a touch of gratitude as well.
Will I still get a badge? Like a proper police officer?
Badge? Oh yeah, sure.
Then Officer Washington is reporting for duty.
Good. There you go, young'un.
Is that blood?
We don't make a badge for every new officer. We just reassign the old ones after cops retire.
That doesn't answer the question about the blood.
RoboCop. I'm a big fan.
Well, that's great, because you'll be spending a lot of time together.
Meaning?
Aside from his regular dispatch duty, Officer Washington will become your personal overseer.
Overseer?
What does
Yes,
that mean?
He will report to me on his every action. Hopefully that will prevent him from continuing to tarnish his already murky reputation. His recent behavior casts a shadow on O.C.P., and we can't have that.
That's a lot of responsibility for a rookie.
Every other cop refused this post. But you won't. You wouldn't jeopardize your career, right?
No, sir.
I would like to proceed with my investigation, now that we know that the new guy is Wendell Antonowski.
Was he even listening to anything I've been saying? Absolutely fucking not. You're off the case. Actually, you're off all cases. There's a bunch of documents that need archiving in the records room. That's your priority now.
Understood.
Now go. I'll tell Achilles about what's what in this godforsaken place.
Great.
It's Ulysses, sir.
Hey, first rule, kiddo, never question your superiors.
I was wondering what he was talking about when he said Achilles. Does this mean the game wants me to go down in the basement again? I think so. Hey, let's do some file keeping or something.
Hi, Murphy. I was told you'd come to help me. This is exciting. I don't get many visitors here.
Right, it's not going to be
What seems
physical
to be
files.
the problem?
Mr. Becker wants you to do some maintenance work, so, please scan the servers, see if they're operating properly. I'm sure they are, but he insisted I found a job here for you. Yeah, I wish I had something more exciting for you to do, since for me, this is where all the action happens.
Explain.
With this wealth of information at your fingertips, this records room should be a real hotbed of activity. Others don't seem to know how fun it is to dig through all this stuff. You can play a real-life detective here.
Officer Cecil, you are a detective.
Yeah, but mostly just a paper pusher.
So, if one wanted to find out the whereabouts of a particular criminal, what would one do?
That's easy. Just check the computer in the back. Type in who you're looking for and see if there are any matches. Just remember to scan the servers at some point. Mr. Becker will blow his top if I don't make sure you checked him.
I am detecting a malfunction.
Doesn't seem right.
This server is compromised.
Good thing you noticed it. It could lead to the loss of important data. I'll make sure Mr. Becker knows what a tremendous job you did here.
Apparently, it was the first server I ran across that was malfunctioning. Interesting. It says it's completed, but I just wanted to make sure that there weren't any other ones. Okay, so let's go to... Does he jab his... Yep, there we go.
Incredible. Just type in your search. He's never been charged? Well, that's hard to believe. There's a neat feature you can try. See who attempted to access his file before you did. Maybe that'll help us.
Officer Briggs.
Briggs? That must be the last lead that he checked before going missing. So his case led him to the Street Vultures territory? Maybe those two cases are connected after all. I'll have to report this to Sergeant Reed.
And I am on my way.
There's nothing I can say to stop you, is there?
No.
Well, then instead I'll say, go kick ass for Lewis.
All right. Sometimes you find stuff. They have some CDs here. CDs were in existence in the 80s, but I don't think anyone was using them for computers yet. These look like blank CDRs. I'm pretty sure they didn't have those back then.
We need to be on guard. O.C.P. is trying to smuggle more of their staff into our ranks.
You're right. We can't trust them. God knows what sort of people they are.
Let's stay sharp and smoke them out.
Now, I know that RoboCop 3 was like an early 90s movie. And it's hard to tell when exactly this takes place compared to RoboCop between 2 and 3. Maybe this is closer to the 90s and the 80s. I don't know. Didn't give me any warning about side
RoboCop.
quest.
I was looking everywhere for you. I wanted to say that this is an incredible honor for me. But, you know, I get the feeling you don't see eye to eye with Mr. Becker. Yet, despite the position I'm in, I'll do my best to assist you in any way I can. So, what are you doing here?
I am going to Highland Park.
Isn't that Street Vulture's turf?
That is where the lead took Briggs.
That is
Could
an
be
actual
connected to
place.
Wendell.
Oh, man.
Although...
That's exactly what Mr. Becker told me you shouldn't do. It's my duty to stop you. Is it even safe for you to go? I mean, think of yourself. You keep malfunctioning, right? What if something happens again?
Hey, Murphy, I found this on the back seat of your cruiser. It's for you.
I can't let you go. Is there some sort of a command for that? RoboCop, off. RoboCop, stay. Hey, all cops have to follow rules. Especially you. You're a cop and a machine, so you can't go. Your systems won't allow it. Right?
Wrong.
RoboCop? RoboCop? Don't do this to me. Not on my first day.
The thing is that Highland Park is actually a separate city from Detroit. It's an island enclave surrounded by it.
I know you're listening.
So theoretically,
There is still time to stop and turn back.
he is stepping outside of his jurisdiction completely if he's actually going there.
You wouldn't want to be caught on their turf, especially by their leader, Spike. You know, I'm reading that he's known to be exceptionally savage. Apparently, none of his enemies got out of Highland Park alive.
I will be the first.
Well, if you're technically not alive... This looks an awful lot like the plant from the first movie. From the end of it, I mean.
Finding a missing police officer there will be like looking for a needle in a haystack. I'm looking at the map of this place, and it's huge. There's no way you can investigate without being noticed. Street Vultures are the biggest gang in Detroit.
I have a large supply of bullets.
Technically, I have an infinite supply of bullets, but I digress. Let's take a look at the map here. Wow, this is a big area. And it looks like it has various different primary and secondary objectives as well. Alright, well, let's get going then. No. This is not the entrance. Alright. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do a full 2-hour stream today, as it's my early day at work. But I will be streaming tomorrow, even though tomorrow is Easter where I live. And yeah, I should be able to do that. What do we got here? Whoa. Okay. I hear music. Interesting, it's not letting me draw my gun yet. There's something over there I can grab, maybe. Apparently they can also run into you. Perhaps this would have been a case where I'm having the, what do you call it? The bullet time thingy. Focus would have been beneficial. That's what I mean about not wanting to put all my points in one area necessarily, because I don't know what's going to be more useful. Trying to determine the source of the music here.
Blood trail visible on the ground. I will follow it.
That's what I figured.
What do we got over here? So these are the upgrade ships.
Look out! It's RoboCop!
Ah, look, I have some button prompts. Other than just the repair thing. I can dash. I guess that's a shield. You gotta hold down B if you want to use the healing item. If you want to use your healing thing. So wondering why that seemed to be the case.
Someone's leaking oil!
Yeah, you jerk face.
Get cover!
That would be the increased gore. Or at least increased blood, anyway. I should probably heal up. Alright, there's another recovery charge. I like to have an assault rifle on hand just in case. This is not an AK-47 though. Alright. Actually, I wonder if this would be better. RoboCop using a Terminator weapon. Can't carry any more of those. Look at that. It's like a light gun game almost. I don't know you. That's my purse. Alright. Okay, that was a bit pointless, but I guess I could have gone in through this way and taken them out.
Don't shoot! Look, I've got no weapons.
Alright.
I am looking for a police officer.
Hey, I don't know anything. I'm just an accountant.
He was brought here.
There is always so much happening around here. I tend to focus on my work. I wouldn't remember.
Would you like me to refresh your memory?
No! Police officer, I get you. You're right. Not long ago, they brought him here. He was already in real bad shape. I kind of felt for the guy.
Where is he?
Once he got back on his feet, they took him away. But I don't know where. I'm telling the truth. I only deal with numbers. If you need any more info on your friend, try the warehouse office. It's on the west side of the mill.
I guess that's me arresting him.
Do not move until I return.
No problem. If anyone finds me cuffed up here, I will look as tough as the others.
The others are quite dead, so I'm not sure if that makes you look more or less tough in comparison. Regardless, and I have an idea as to where to go.
Are you ready to come back to the precinct?
Negative. A wounded officer, perhaps Briggs, was moved to another location. I have a thug's testimony proceeding to the enemy command center.
How can you be sure that he's not leading you into a lion's den?
I am hoping for it.
You're hopeless.
Ah, stuff I missed. That's why it's always good to take a second look, if you can. Alright, let's see here.
That whole area is out of police jurisdiction, and according to the new policy, if we wanted to legally be there, we'd need to go through an O.C.P. executive. And I'm sure you know what Becker's standpoint is.
I believe.
I'm starting to understand why he hired me. You're a handful.
If I can do this. Ah, yes, I can. That seemed effective. It was satisfying, for sure. Alright. Is that a grenade launcher? Yes, it is. It's also some terrible shooting. Like shooting fish in a barrel, I guess. Alright. I was about to say, I'm definitely going to need some more of those. This car. Like a Lincoln Town Car or something. Ah. I think I'll wait on that. So basically, until I take that guy out, he's going to keep calling in reinforcements. My guess is correct.
It's their cemetery.
Are you surprised?
me. Good.
I got a skill point. Gotta wait till I get more of them to use them. Only zooms in when you have a target. Pretty lousy. Another healing station. Alright, you jerks need to be shot. Lousy throw. Ah, heavily armored bad guys. That's not a nice thing to say. The stiffness of the controls of this game actually make it surprisingly easy to line up headshots. More chips. And now the potato, tortilla, or chocolate train. I wonder if I can... No fall damage. Remember that, folks. But there's also no jumping. So I had no chance of getting across that gap. I wonder how RoboCop knows that it's a stolen wallet. Because technically, the only thing we can be certain of is that he's the one stealing it. Just saying. So I still gotta find this guy who's calling in reinforcements.
Blow his head off!
I guess that's a reason to have the shotgun. Pretty fast loading here. Great, malfunctioning. Alright, well. I'll keep that thing in mind then. Well, that's not useful. Okay, so if this is that plant from the first movie, then this is where Alex Murphy was killed then, wasn't it? Right? Or was the plant from the beginning of the movie the same as the plant from the end of it? I assume so. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. Okay. Another PCB. So I'll take a quick scan around the office before I engage in anything that might trigger a cutscene that will remove me from here. That's my logic anyway. That looks like the guy.
I knocked his fucking tooth out.
Well, cop, now we know you won't be leaving here in one piece.
You won't either.
Hey, you're spoiling my mood again. I don't like it when cops wander around. Cops mean trouble, and trouble upsets me. So really, this is your fault.
Do whatever you want. But soon the cops will...
No cop of any kind is going to show up here anymore. The police officially won't be responding to any calls from this area.
Does this mean we have a deal?
As long as you can work quietly.
We're vultures. You need carrion. We're up to the job, no worries.
And as for your toy...
Would you like to join us?
A fine offer. Sealing our contract in blood, but I prefer cleaner games. How about instead we do some hunting?
Could add a bit of cheer. Spice things up a bit. And I know just the right place for it. How does it feel knowing we're gonna take you to the quarry and shoot your ass to pieces? And the police ain't gonna do shit about it.
I bet it really pisses him off.
Doesn't really answer the question of where he is. Although, him saying that the police aren't going to respond to calls here anymore definitely suggests that he is,
I found
that
a tape
whoever
of
this new
Briggs
guy
being
is, he
tortured.
works
Their
for
boss, Spike,
O.C.P.
was in on it, together
or with
Wendell and
O.C.P.
Did you say he was tortured?
Yes, surrounded, with no way out and no backup.
That sounds so messed up.
They used him as prey. They mentioned a quarry.
Did you say quarry? Okay, let me have a look. Yeah, I see it. It's just north of your position.
On my way.
RoboCop, I really hope you find him.
Yeah, it makes two of us. Can I scan this thing now? No? Alright. And look, another one of these boxes. Apparently it's just more charges. Okay, it definitely seems like this is the type of game you want to do more than one playthrough of. New game plus it. It's supposed to be a fairly short game, despite how slow I am taking it. So it would not be difficult to do that. Although, to be perfectly honest, there are very few games I actually want to do New Game Plus on in a stream. And, like, what was the one I did? Alan Wake 2. It's basically the only one. That's because it gave a little bit of additional story content. You didn't really truly finish that game until New Game Plus. I think I did the Dead Space remake between those two playthroughs anyway. Seems like an excellent time to use this. Yeah, just in case it isn't obvious, RoboCop is literally sticking his metal finger into a fuse box to heal. Don't do that at home, kids. That's not how you get health. Oh dear. Don't go jabbing your middle finger into a fuse box. That's not good. Or any finger for that matter. Yes, I do assume that his data spike is his middle finger. Thought there was one over here. One over there, supposedly.
You're gonna be out.
You're there. That's the quarry. I hope you find Briggs.
I will not stop until I do.
Oh, so you think you're a tough guy, huh? If you really think you got the guts, come on. You'll know about places in the Northwest. It's the hub of our smuggling operations. And I'm telling you now, there's plenty. And let's not forget the other one in the north. It's filled with them crazy drugs we give all those stupid punks. Now tell me, that's not something that would interest you?
He's clearly prepared an ambush for you. That's why you won't try to go there, right? Right?
I guess I have a side objective as well. Oh, it shows where these chests are. As well as the ladders. Yeah, it's a big area. Okay, looks like they're all in the same area. Alright. Actually, it's kind of hard to tell what is an area that I can go. Ah, here's the zoom button. Either way, I guess I'm going through here. Well, supposedly there's a tunnel. I don't know if that's another entrance I can take. Oh well. Stop screwing around. Let's get going. I'd like to get at least one of these side quests done before I call it a stream. He just blew up for some reason. I guess he was carrying a grenade? All right. Okay, we've got mines here. Here, I was looking at these cliffs here and thinking that this would be perfect sniping positions. I was looking up when I should have been looking down. Now, I wonder if the game's keeping track of, like, my accuracy and such.
Fuck is coming! Let's roll!
I was a little bit too close on that.
Get ready to roll.
Maybe I shouldn't have just stood there and took all those shots, but I did. I thought that was a healing station. That's kind of why I did that. Oh well. I wonder if I were to put points into the scanner, if those things would show up sooner. Yeah. All right. There's a lot of those there. Yeah. Tells me there's a safe nearby. Okay, there's nothing in here. Basically a box full of XP. I'll take it. Why not? Let me guess. Breach it, right? Nope. Enter the building. Okay.
Come in! Don't be shy! I've told the boys to give you a proper greeting.
Alright. Try activating the shield first. Seemed pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty close to my next skill point. Still don't really know how many points I'm getting per kill, but can't be very much. Like 10 points, I guess? These are a critical hit. Get way more from finding stuff. Alright. Really? Nothing? You'd think they'd hide Claymore or mines in here. Haven't seen any. That doesn't mean they haven't been there. I wonder how much of this is actually destructible. Doesn't seem like any of it. Maybe if explosives it is. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to reload. Alright, he's not gonna reload. Okay, so let's just do this then. Two skill points available.
Damn it!
No. Okay. That's where I came from. Alright. Alright. Look at that. Side objective completed. It's pretty cool. You get macho experience points, though, from this nonsense, so it's worth your while to do it. Seems like you don't get much for getting kills. Although, I mean, if I were to put points into the, which one gets you more experience points? Deduction? 10% more from notes. Okay. Trying to figure out if there's any, thing that gets you more experience points from taking out enemies, but it doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, eventually you get it from, there. Yeah, it's tough to figure out what you really want to get here. Guess I'll put one into deduction. And then one to vitality. Why not? Get top side here. I really wish the game would tell you how long ago your last autosave was. It'd be a lot easier.
Cherish the good times while they last. You won't be so lucky with the next one.
RoboCop? Are you there?
I am.
Oh, thank God. How was it? Was that a risk worth taking?
I have collected incriminating documents.
Spike must have felt confident about his small army. So I'm guessing you're ready for round 2?
I am going for a knockout.
That would be a yes. Yeah, set it for the other objective here. Okay, that was the first area. Come on, game, give me some sign of an autosave or checkpoint or something. Seems like nope. Wow, that's some really lousy shooting. Actually, it doesn't seem to be working. What? Okay. I don't like that sound. So it seems like I want to put points into health, armor, and deduction. Thought I saw something.
Damn machine! Attack! Get the tin can! Pike body!
Mommy, what happens after you die?
It's simple, honey. You go up.
Or down.
To heaven?
No, up to space with AstroCorp. After you die, AstroCorp will cremate your body, put it in a capsule and onto a rocket ship. Then your remains will be scattered in the vast nothingness of space, floating forever.
So even I can become an astronaut? I can't wait!
That's right. AstroCorp. Secure your place today. Now with a family plan.
Yay!
Great. Yeah, that is basically a map of, like, greater downtown Detroit. Ow. No enemies. Wow, a treasure trove of nonsense here. Wow, that's gotten me a lot closer to my next upgrade point. Interestingly enough, that's not the objective. Alright.
You're here! Hey, I knew you wouldn't miss it for the world. Just go through the door. They're ready when you are.
Great.
Just make sure to stay vigilant. This is clearly a trap.
Yeah, I'm under no illusions that it's not. That went pretty well, I think.
Spread out.
He says to himself. Actually, he took more damage at one guy than all the other enemies combined. All right. Oftentimes, just walking forward is the best way of dealing with those grenades. They tend to throw them behind you. Your natural instinct, at least my natural instinct, is to back up when I see one, and that's not helpful. Not here. Cool. All right.
Tin cans coming! I have a feeling this night ain't over.
That's a lot of fire coming from there. Sometimes it's a good idea just to take a step back. That sounded weird. Can I go in here? Nope. Ooh, a sniper's rifle. That could actually come in handy. Wait, this is the gun from, No, never mind. This is not the gun that they used in the first RoboCop movie. I guess I'm supposed to be shooting these boxes then. I wonder how many of them I missed. No, they all seem to be in here. I just need to find the last one. Of course, they're going to make it a pain to find. Or maybe I'm just an idiot. I'm going to go with that one. There it is. All right. So that's a loading screen, not a autosave thing, I think. Ah. It's only one objective at the moment. I almost have enough for another skill point. Cool. Takes a lot to get these things, though. Makes me even more hesitant to spend them. Nothing in here? Really? Great. Yeah, there's no option to save the game. Alright, here we go. 12:43. See what happens when I hit this thing. All right, so I guess that's going to be as good of a way as I can to figure out what the last autosave is. So yeah, I'm going to call it a stream here, folks. But before I go, I'm going to take a moment to thank you for watching. I appreciate when people take time out of their day to watch my streams, whether it be live or even in archive form. Just as a quick reminder, I normally do a stream like this almost every day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, from Wednesday through Sunday. So my plan is, I'll be back here tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for more for my playthrough of RoboCop Rogue City on the Xbox Series X, and we will see if we can find this Sergeant Briggs, and hopefully he's still alive and in one piece. But until then, take it easy.